Hello once again, everyone. We're visiting with Pat Petzel. Pat is the Vice President of Communications with the Ohio Farm Bureau. And here at the 94th annual meeting, Pat, we're picking up from various individuals, including the President and the Executive Vice President, about community councils and the ability to maybe pull from and get involved with many more areas of interest at the local level. Can you touch on that, please?
Well, the word community, you don't live in a farm community long before you realize that farmers are central to a community, especially a rural community. And I think what all this has in common is just what we have in our DNA in Farm Bureau, and that's the idea that we need to connect with our customers, reach out to the larger community, make sure we understand each other so that we can deliver the products and the food and the services that our customers expect in a way that they want it delivered. And Executive Vice President Fisher this morning, he talked about getting permission to farm. And, just this idea of what does it mean to be a member of your community, the economic impact, certainly the idea of providing food for your customers. Farmers are central to communities, and we need to recognize that and find new ways to branch out.
Pat, is it more and more difficult these days as people seem to be busier all the time to create that spot to bring people together to talk about the issues?
In some ways it's more difficult because I think people have serious questions about food. Are you protecting the environment? Are you protecting animals? What are you doing with pesticides? I mean, these are serious questions. But at the same time, people's interest in food has never been greater. The local foods movement, the Food Network, all of the local vor foodie movement is an opportunity to actually answer people's questions. So yeah, it's always hard to get people's attention. There's tons of media, there's too many things to do in the hours in a day. It's always hard to be that connector. But at the same time, we have such an opportunity to connect to people because there's an interest in food.
Since the very beginning, it seems like if there's a farmer's wife, a farm family that's able to, for instance, go into a grocery and just hand out that product that is grown on the farm, people stop and listen, they ask questions, and there's that interaction. Is this the concept that Farm Bureau wishes to, maybe at the very basic level, want to get across?
We've always done that. There's always been, this is what a county fair is all about. That's the basic premise of rural meets urban. We heard yesterday some really strong county program examples. Medina County and Claremont County, two urban counties that have a strong agricultural presence. They hosted rural-urban dinners, on-farm dinners that were fundraisers, elegant, in coordination with chefs, a fundraiser for a local community group, bringing people together literally over a meal to talk and answer questions and have that interaction and, oh, by the way, have a good time and remind people of what the good work of Farm Bureau membership does. So it's a new approach to an old concept. Getting together and talking over a meal is not new. The newness of it is answering the serious questions that people have, reminding them of what Farm Bureau is as a membership organization, inviting them into our organization. That's not a small component of this. We want you to be a part of our organization, join, so we can stay connected and answer those questions.
Are there the basic threads at each one of these functions, the same kinds of questions, the same kinds of concerns?
Sometimes. I mean, we probably maybe overestimate sometimes the concerns. I mean, sometimes it's just people want to take their kids to a dairy farm to see a cow. And, we can't overlook the idea that we're only 2% of the population, and there's a curiosity about agriculture, and a lot of parents do want to offer that experience to their kids, and schools want to offer that opportunity to their students. That, I think people appreciate what we do more than maybe we realize. And so the common thread is just that curiosity of this is what we do and why we do it.
Well, we're standing here, as I mentioned, the 94th annual meeting of the Farm Bureau, and this is the Hospitality Corner. Many of your partners are here in the Hospitality Corner, and I'm sure that Farm Bureau is always looking out for the possibility of more partnerships. And if someone would have some ideas, would like to get involved in this issues or informational dialogue, what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
Hopefully you know a Farm Bureau member, so it's always good to talk to somebody, ask questions. We're in the phone book, we're on the web, we're on social media. Reach out, ask, get involved. It's interpersonal. Find somebody, find a member, and say, how do I get involved? And you're right, the partnerships represented here, you know, the currency we deal with in Farm Bureau is relationships, and the more of those relationships we have, the richer we are. And so we're always looking for different ways to network.
Very good. The Vice President of Communications with the Ohio Farm Bureau, Pat Petzel, has been our guest. Pat, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.